In this video, I'm going to show you how we can mod Resident Evil games, particularly Resident Evil 9, on Linux and Steam Deck. Right here on screen, I have a few mods that I'm going to install. We're going to use the RE framework, script core, fluffy mod manager. We're going to use the adjust FOV, proper third-person camera, RE9 overlay, no film grain tint remover. We're going to add a cosmetic mod for a simple red jacket and a cosmetic mod for Leon with the umbrella uniform. So we're going to cover a wide range of things here, from scripts to cosmetics. Now, the first three that I mentioned are going to be very important. We need RE framework, script core, and fluffy mod manager for a few of these mods here. And for whatever mod you may need to install, you're going to be required to have other things as well. So always take a look at the description of the mods that you're installing so that you can see what other thing you need to install along with it. So I went ahead and downloaded everything I needed here, and we're going to do a few things and follow along here. I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible because this could get a little convoluted, but we're going to have to open up Steam and make sure that you already have Fluffy Mod Manager placed somewhere. I put it in my home folder for simplicity. As you can see, this is just Fluffy Mod Manager here. We're going to add it as a non-Steam game. We're going to browse and find it in our home folder. Go down and select a program, and we can rename it. Let's go into our properties and give it a compatibility, a force, Proton experimental. And it went ahead and launched. Let's go ahead and close this. Now let's go over to Resident Evil Requiem. Go to properties. Let's head over to our installed files. We're going to click on browse. From here, it's going to show us our location where the game is installed. All right, let's head over to our downloads folder, and we're going to extract a folder for the RE framework, the RE9 version. Just delete Open BR API if you want to use OpenXR. I'll just go ahead and delete these two things. If you need to use it, keep it. If not, go for it. And then you want to copy these things over into the game's files. Now, I already have them copied over, but we'll just copy it over again. Apply to all, right into overwrite. And so we have RE framework inside our RE9 folder. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is extract all of these other folders. We're going to head back to the website, and then now we're going to take a look at the description as to where we need to place our files. So this one works with the RE framework. What we're going to have to do is grab the latest version, extract the contents of the zip folder into the game folder. So now one thing I want to show you here is that since we extracted all of the folders together, you're going to see that we were missing a few. However, that's not the case. They all extracted into RE framework auto run. And then here we have disable film grain, proper third-person camera, and RE adjust FOV. All three of them are here together. So we have this RE framework folder here, and we're gonna see the auto run folder. You can just copy these over. Drop them right into the auto run. Now let's just make sure that this is all we need for these three. So let's just verify with proper third person. Yes, that's exactly what we need. And for the film grain, it is exactly what we need. That covers three mods at once. The next one we have is tint remover. We could also throw this one in here as well. So that does it for a few of them already. I now have RE9 overlay. I want to drop this in there as well. And copy these here. Double check with the information on the website. And for this one, we have RE9 overlay, the folder, which is this one. RE9 overlay, the Lua script. And then now we're going to need RE framework Lua for this. So if we go to files and we go to download, it's going to let us know that we need this one. I'm actually glad this happened so I can show you how we can go about getting the things that we need. So if it tells you that we need another file such as this one, I'm going to go ahead and click on it there. And then we can go ahead and download it and add it to our list. All right, so now we can take a look at the structure again. We're going to have the Lua file and the plugin for the DLL. So here's the Lua and the DLL. The last one is going to be our script core. So we're just going to go over and copy these. So the RE framework is probably the easiest part because it's just a collection of Lua scripts and other plugins that we can all just simply drag into the folder in the game's directory. Now, when it comes to adding character skins, this is where Fluffy Mod Manager comes in and helps us make it easy. What we're going to do here, since we have this open, is we're going to go to the Requiem. We're actually going to go up one folder. And what we're going to do now is launch Proton Tricks. Proton Tricks is going to let us get inside the wine configuration of Fluffy Mod Manager. Here we're going to select the default wine prefix and we're going to explore files. So we're going to browse files here. It appears to have created it here. So here we have Resident Evil Requiem. And what I want to do is we'll drag it over here and we'll link it here. Also going to do the same thing with Resident Evil 3. Right, when we link them over, we're going to copy them into drive C. And here they are. We'll launch Fluffy Mod Manager. And here we have Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Choose the game folder. Choose the game's install. We'll hit the My Computer, C, and Requiem. We'll open this. Now it says we're using Requiem that's installed in this location. Now, Fluffy Mod Manager is pretty simple to use. If you've never used it before, it's so easy. We can just take these 3 files and just drag it in. And now we have it in our mod directory. Find our Grace outfit here and drag it in. And now we have it there. We click on mod list and now you can see the mods are on our list. All right, so now what we can do is click on Leon. Shows us a preview of what's happening here. So the main uniform outfit is going to be this one here. Go back to categories, we'll go to Grace, and we'll click Simply Red on Grace as well. What we can do is close this out. Now for Linux to launch RE framework, we have to add the wine DLL override. You're going to add this command to the custom launch option in Steam. I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. This is where you want to place the custom launch command. If you have other commands, just place it before or after. But make sure it comes before command. With RE framework open, what we need to do is find loose file loader. Now I had it enabled before I installed the mods, and this is something I would advise you to do as well. And for us to see the outfits, especially the Leon one, that one required us to have the RPD variant of Leon's outfit. So we go to bonuses, bonus settings, Leon's costume, RPD. All right, now that we have the game running, you see a few of the things are already working. So what we want to do in the RE frameworks menu, now if this menu isn't up for you yet, you can toggle it with insert on your keyboard. So that's off, that's on. And if you want to control the mods that you have running, you can go to script generated UI. Here we have the film grain disabler turned to false at the moment. The third person camera is here. We have the FOV adjuster here. We have the RE9 overlay, which is up top, which is letting me know what my aim gain time is at this point. This, I'm going to use this so I can try to get the speed demon achievement, beat the game under 4 hours, get it enable and disable that from here as well. And the FX remover, we can enable color correction or disable it. So just a few quick notes, like with this proper third person camera, when you make a change here, just do a quick little aim and it's going to adjust the camera for you. Now we can disable this. Quick little aim brings us back to default. And now let's say we wanted to use the original camera for Grace. So now we're in first person with Grace. Move this up here. We know that her FOV is famously tight. What we're going to want to do is adjust our FOV. And there you go. You just aim and it changes it. So make sure you do that little aim. And that's a little too much. So you can actually see what your modified FOV is here. So if you want it at about 80, there it is. A lot of people like to do this crazy inverted FOV here. I like to do about 80 myself. Like I mentioned with the RE overlay, this gives us the ability to see what our in-game timer is and what your difficulty adjustment is at the moment. Also lets you know your health. And this is good for people who are trying to do speed runs. Here we have Leon as Hunk, or the Commander, as they say. Looks really good. And here we have Grace with a red jacket. So there you have it. We went ahead and modded Resident Evil 9 using RE Framework and Fluffy Mod Manager. If you have any tips yourself, please leave it in the comments below. If you found this helpful, don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe for more, and I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.